Hello there. This is another video of me controlling and playing as enemy characters, and this time it's Nioh 1. And I have bring some features to this game, to this mod. This is a port of my Nioh 2 mod, which I am almost finished. And it is a part of the engine of the mod, which is very essential when you want to play as different characters in this game. The reason for that is obvious, because I had to make sure that every single character you want to play as and non-playable character is completely playable. And what does that mean is you are able to finish a mission. Now, if you have downloaded mod version from my former partner Benzo Gun for Nioh 2, you would realize that it's not possible to use player interactions using his version, and you can't finish a mission. Also, most of the attacks are not available to you. You can't use all the attacks for most of the enemies. And that's the reason, because these enemies lack input for these attacks, and they have some kind of a very strictly hidden combinations that you need to press in very specific timing and very specific way, and it's almost something that I barely found out about. And as a mod developer myself, I said, well, that's not the way it should be. And when I'm controlling these characters, boss, enemies, NPC characters, I wanna experience the character in its full abilities. So I had to make sure that I'm able to do all their possible attacks and abilities. And that included tons of fixes. Some characters needed days to complete, but I'm almost at the top of reaching the end of Nioh 2 work, and now I have ported the engine of my Nioh 2 mod to Nioh 1 because the games are very similar in terms of engines. They're using the same engine, but there's a bit differences. And understand you won't understand most of the things I'm saying, because you're not developers, you're not the mod makers, you're just the players. And as a player, you will probably want just to play the game and that's it, and play the game. And maybe if you want to play as NPC characters, you won't realize what I'm saying unless you try them and see the limitations yourself. But I'm gonna show you that these limitations can actually be removed. So, example is when you try to play as monster NPC characters, yokai, demons. Yokai in Japanese means ghost demon. Well, you will realize that you can't interact, thus you can't open doors, you can't finish the mission, you can't progress because of lack of player interactions. So what I did was not only being able to do all of the attacks at any time I want, like being able to do attacks and then cancel them. Like you see, I'm able to cancel those attacks and then do another attacks and different kind of attacks, which you normally cannot do, because, you know, there is basically no input for those attacks. But I'm also able to interact like a player character. So if I approach something that's an object with interact option, I should be able to interact. Now let's go further and check on some gameplay with Onryoki, boss character for the game, and let's see how he fares. So we have also the dodges, which, as you know, they're not available for Onryoki by default. unless he is in his second phase. You can see that I have actually made it possible that you can actually use you know, these attacks for first phase, for second phase, throw borders and attack while they're still chained to me. Anyway, now let's progress. One of the main features of my work, which you will not see anywhere else, nobody has made this, is the ability to prevent falling. So let me show you what I mean. As you can see, I'm now frozen in air, and if I press R2 key on my controller, then I can fall. What I can do actually here is move around while in flying mode, and this will allow me to go in places which I normally shouldn't be able to access, or just to skip parts of the map, which is essential. So here we go. I need to remember the attacks, and one important thing is that if I hold down L2 key and my controlled entity won't move an inch, this is very essential if you are to do some specific attacks which you probably do not want him to move during these attacks, or you reach your target and you don't want to move too far away from the target while doing specific attacks. You can freeze your position at any time while holding down the L3 key or left thumbstick on the Xbox controller. Of course, you need an Xbox controller for my work. This mod is currently not gonna be available for or maybe it will be. I will start to distribute it on my Patreon page for my supporters as thanks for their support, and for their support for my channel as well. So let's keep forward. Doing some attacks, doing some combos. Let's see if I can open this door. I'm not able to. But as you can see, I'm able to actually come very close, almost pass through the wall. This is another fix I did, so you can easily enter. Let me show you the no fall. As you can see, now I'm frozen in air. Whenever you start to fall, you will be frozen in air instantly, so it prevents you from falling to death. And this is very essential if you want to play as big enemies and you have a hard time exploring the map. Let's continue forward. It will prevent you from getting stuck as well. And you can use Onryoki's bolt throw move. which is very good for damaging enemies far away from you. Obviously he backs some attacks which are available in Nioh too, but come on, this is a collection of playable enemies in both games, so who cares? And each game has its unique stuff. And you can see no fall works correctly. Going down now by holding R2 key. Essential. I can basically fly toward this guy. And that was the right combination. Next I'm gonna work on ability to make my character ghost, so I can see where it goes when I'm in small areas and the character is too big. Make the body transparent and alright, let's continue now. Forward, up. Basically it's almost like a kind of a fly mode. There we have Yoki. We have a Yoki here. They are much different from Nioh 2, but they're still Yoki. Cancelling attacks is very essential for combos. Freezing my position whenever I want, so I can jump to the distance I want, which is also essential. I haven't progressed in this to the game because I barely have time to play anything. Let's try to go there. See if I can go there, even in that huge size. Alright, I see. Alright, can I move inside there? It seems I can. I was almost able to. Is there some kind of... oh, let me show you the interaction now. Yeah, moving away from the fire. Climb. And you can see I can climb the ladders. Holding down the R2 key so I can move up. And... I've jumped it away. Alright. Going back to... the tower. I don't know if I can hit that guy there. why I'm not there, actually. I can't even target it for some odd reason. Alright, now I can see its scaled bar. Alright, let's go outside and try to hit this guy from up here. And that's it. Mission completed. I should be able to now to finish the mission I have to hold down R1 and B key, which is important for me, and that's it. And this is it. End of the mission, completing a mission as a boss character. And this is what my work allows. It allows me to do all the attacks the enemy has, which by default you can do. And it also allows me to finish missions, interact with items, and be like a player character. And that's it. With this, I'm ending this video demonstration. And this will be done with every single enemy in this game once I script each one of them, because I have to spend time doing this with the enemies in the game. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope if you like my work you can support me on my Patreon page, and these mods will become available once they are completed to the public, but it will be everything thanks to the supporters who have supported these mods. And I want to thank everybody, my Patreons, and Jimmy, my brother from Patreon, and I want to thank every patron of my account there, and everyone who is commenting on my videos, because it's now a rare time to get comments, especially on modding videos. And if you want to join my modding community, you can get the Discord link invite for the server in the video. If you enjoy my videos, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next video. See you until then.